Welcome to the 2nd of May 2023. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help people create online businesses around their passion, their skill set, their hobby, whatever it is they're interested in, to be able to help other people with that knowledge in the process, being able to monetize it and have more freedom in their life than ever they could imagine, particularly if you're in a 9-to-5 job or a business you own where you're trading your time for money. Having a business online and being able to wake up every single day for PayPal notifications where people have bought your courses and programs when you've been sleeping gives you that freedom to do the things that you really want to do in life. And I was on a call today with one of my clients, and we were talking about, the challenges he was having, like everybody has, in finding people to be able to share what we know and to be able to build an online business, building that flow, that traffic, that pipeline of leads that will potentially lead to customers, hopefully. And if you follow me and you're in the online world yourself, particularly in the knowledge commerce where you're sharing your knowledge and experience, you're going to have two types of funnels. You're going to have the horizontal funnels. That's that education where people come, they find out about you, you provide lots of value, and then show them what you've got to offer. You've also got that traditional vertical funnels where people come to you and they're interested in what you do. Their curiosity has been raised, and you have that discussion with them to know more about them and how it is potentially you can help them. And it's those funnels, the second ones, that I want to talk about today, because the fortune is in the follow-up, and a lot of people miss this. And I want to share with you how perhaps one or two ways might be able to help you with that follow-up, because the fortune definitely is in the follow-up. We today have an abundance of people to talk to. It's unbelievable, particularly on social media. The ability to be able to share what we know that can help other people all around the world through using social media in a strategic way is just unbelievable. Now, if you're one of those people who is using social media strategically rather than consuming and scrolling, this really message is for you. So helping people with what they've got and their problems is key. Understanding your key clients, your key customers, and knowing their pain points, knowing where their desires are, where it is they're getting stuck, where they're trying to get to. Because everybody is either moving from pain to pleasure. That's the dynamics that's at play. And you've got to figure out where your ideal customers are in that journey. Then being able to address those with what it is you're sharing with them or with the audience that you're talking to online is absolutely key. And just talking to that person, that one person. The problem I think a lot of people have today is they're just talking. They're just talking to anybody and they're not being specific enough. So really you need to hone in who your ideal customer is, what's their main pain points, what's their main desires. I know a lot of you know this already, but this is the key thing. And this is why people are not following up. They're not getting that fortune that's in the follow-up. It's because they're not talking to the right people. They're trying to talk to everybody. And also their messaging is not what the customer is familiar with. So you need to speak their language. You need to be talking about the pain they're talking about, the problems they've got. So when somebody is interested in building an online business, the main challenges they've got is, one, mindset. They don't believe they can do this themselves. The fears, the doubts, the limiting beliefs they've got. That's number one. Number two, the second pain point they've got is they don't know how or where to start. Those are the two key things that when people come to me to try and build an online business, they're challenged with. So I have to constantly talk to people that are in my ideal customer audience about those issues. The pleasure side is the desire. That's the freedom that you have with an online business, just like what I was talking about earlier. And you have to get that messaging right, and you have to talk to that particular person if it's in your ideal customer range. Then when you find the person, you start that curiosity, you've got to follow up. You've got to talk to the people. You can't just be getting on to the next people to find. You've got to talk to the people, because that is the fortune. Fortune is in the follow-up. And either bringing them to a discussion that you have offline through the traditional phone call, or online through DMs, direct messaging. But that is the key thing you must do. And I know that when we have big audience, potentially like just showing you the power of social media, the client that I'm talking to, or the client that I've got, we were talking about this morning, he's got an audience of 20,000 people potentially he can talk to. And it's just near on impossible to talk to all of those people. So it's a bit like going to a conference, you know, you can imagine 20,000 people at that conference. You just literally, you know, practically you can't talk to everybody. So that's where you've got to be really clear about who it is you want to talk to and doing the research beforehand to establish who particularly you want to talk to, who particularly you can help, because we can't help everybody. If we try to help everybody, we're going to fail miserably, particularly online, where we've got so much opportunity. So honing in on our ideal customer, knowing what their pain points are, knowing what their desires are, tailoring our message to use the language that they're telling us in those issues, and then being able to identify who those people are through research, and then following up with them. That's absolutely key. That is the way that you really then can really get zoning in on who you can help. And that's how you really get those people who are prospects, leads, to potentially customers. So if you're looking to build an online business, you've got lots of people to talk to, which is great, absolutely great. But the thing that you're always going to have to face is making sure that you're very clear about who your ideal customer is, being able to tailor your message to their pain and desires, and then being able to identify them, start the dialogue, follow up, and build that relationship so that at the right time, when you're ready to offer something to them, then they're in a good place to be able to be more receptive than just throwing things at them. Like what a lot of people do on social media, they're just selling, selling, selling. Don't do that on social media. Use it to build relationships. Hopefully that's been helpful for you today. On the 2nd of May, 2023, if you need to know more about me, my website is jimmybradbury.com. There's lots of free content there. There's lots of courses and programs of mine, lots of testimonials, and also the opportunity to get in contact with me. That's jimmybradbury.com, Jimmi, Bradbury.com. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Drop a comment below if you found it interesting. And if you've got any issues relating to finding people to talk to, then hopefully I can help you too. All right, talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.